Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we have the Finish Line Racing League presented by BABB'S Body Shop at Las Vegas under the lights. Here for a 70-lap race, which is the third race in the season. Right now these guys are finishing up practice here. You see some guys still out there finishing up their shakedowns, seeing what they got as they have 3 minutes left in practice. Let's go over tonight's race info and show you what we got going on tonight. This is your pre-race info presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Temperature is 79 degrees Fahrenheit, 67% humidity with 8-mile-an-hour winds. They're running 70 laps here around this 1.5 miles here in Nevada. Tire strategy is going to come into play here as this track is very abrasive and wears out them right fronts fairly quickly. So I think they're going to be wanting tires before they want fuel. They have 2 fast repairs. And something we have not covered this season yet is they do have an incident limit penalty. For every 6 incidents, or 6X, is a points penalty, and I believe it's 2 points per every 6X that they get, which is going to be something to look forward to. It's already wreaking havoc on some of these drivers after last week, that losing some points and trying to stay atop. And matter of fact, I believe we do have a tie for the points lead right now. We have 2 winners right now. Let's see if either of them 2 can go back to back and possibly become our first 2-win drivers. One of our first drivers to have 2 wins. Our previous winners are Christian Hill and Trevor Robertson. Take a look at their lap times they have right now under practice. Right now, Blake Sperling is the fastest in practice with a 30:18. Jason Babb not too far behind with a 30:24. Jack Dixon with a 30:25. Stephen Payne in 4th with a 30:31. Trevor Robertson in 5th with a 30:32. Justin Hutchinson with a 30:38. Roger Pierce jumps up to the 4th position with a 30:28 now. Christian Hill sitting in 8th with a 30:40. Josh Oxendine sitting in 9th with a 30:41. Scott Stotler sitting 10th with a 30:51. Tyler Green in the 11th spot with a 30:58, and in 12th is Tyler Cross with a 30:70. Got about 15 seconds left in practice here as we're watching Scott Stotler come around. Try to post a little bit better lap time, lay a little extra rubber down in that groove. Qualifying about to start here. Qualifying is starting now. See who's going to be the first one to get out on track here. Looks like Oxendine. This is open qualifying, by the way. I believe it's a 10-minute open qualifying session. We have a whole group coming out here. Zach Wheeler, Jack Dixon, and Josh Oxendine coming out together. What looks to be Jason Babb in tow there on the apron as these guys come around and get up to speed. Zach Wheeler and Jack Dixon and Josh Oxendine taking their green flag lap. Zach Wheeler's way out there, which is going to give Jack Dixon and in turn give Josh Oxendine huge run here down the backstretch. Really going to put a time on the board that may be unreachable by the end of this session. As you see Jack Dixon closing the gap right there, showing the huge run that he has. He's going to dip it low onto the apron. Puts a time up on the board. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Overlay's not wanting to work right. Right. Got my overlay restarted here. See Oxendine coming down pit road. So as it stands right now, your pole sitter at the moment is Roger Pierce with a 30-19. And second is Justin Hutchinson with a 30-30. Trevor Robertson sitting third with a 30-32. Fourth is Tyler Cross with a 30-34. And fifth is Jack Dixon with a 30-34. Tied with Tyler Cross for fourth there. Identical lap times. That's not very common, but you do see that occasionally from time to time. And sixth, we have Jason Babb so far with a 30-38. Seventh is Josh Oxendine with a 30-40. Eighth is Stephen Payne with a 30-55. And in ninth is Zach Wheeler with a 30-79. As we see Jack Dixon, Josh Oxendine, and Christian Hill coming out on the track. Seeing if they can work together a little bit better to get themselves a good lap time. Stephen Payne is also out on the track at the moment. What do you say we ride along with Christian Hill on this qualifying lap? Riding along on the visor cam with Christian Hill, who has yet to take his first lap. That'll be his first lap, which is a 31:03. Gonna put him in 10th. Trying to stay in line with Jack Dixon as best he can. Oh, as he's loose entering the corner. Can he save it? He's fighting it. He is going to save it. Not very common that you can get these guys with these cars to save a car that is that sideways. We're looking at Josh Oxendine here. Last lap was a 30:51. He's not going to put down a fast lap time running in front like that. We have 4 minutes remaining in practice. Roger Pierce in that 29 machine is still your pole sitter. Justin Hutchinson still to the outside of him with that 30-30. Looks like Oxendine's going to try a little bit of pit road practice while he's out here trying to qualify. There's one thing that man is good at getting on and off pit road. That is one thing he stresses about practicing at every racetrack he goes to. It ends up paying off for him. He's probably one of the guys that has the least amount of pit road penalties in this league. We're looking at Christian Hill now. Trying to stay tucked up on that white line the best he can. For those of you just tuning in, you're watching Full Send Broadcast Network with the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop here at Las Vegas. Tuned in to what's sure to be a good race here. You guys know how to put on a show. Christian Hill going to pull it off there. Following along with Tyler Cross. Cross comes across the line with a 30.56. He is not going to better his lap time. There's no one currently on the track. Christian Hill and Stephen Payne are coming out of the pits along with Zach Wheeler. As we have about a minute left in practice, qualifying, sorry. For those of you watching, something I like to do during caution laps is if you have a question or a comment you'd like me to read out, just give a shout out there under caution and I'll try to get to them and answer some questions, give some shout outs for y'all. You see Stephen Payne there on the apron coming off pit road. We have a couple of cool looking shots for y'all tonight. One of them is right here at the flag stand for restarts and some great footage of the cars going by into green. Another camera angle we have is a camera between turns 1 and 2. That's going to get a great shot of these guys running that white line. All the different lines are going to be running into the corners. Sure to get some great shots at it. You see Christian Hill has bettered his lap time. He now has a 30.43. One thousandth off the pace of Zach Wheeler. Qualifying has come to an end. Give you a rundown of the grid as it pops up. All right, let's show you the lineup of tonight's Finish Line Racing League Las Vegas, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com. On the pole, you have that 29 machine of Roger Pierce. On the outside front row, you have the 28 machine of Justin Hutchinson. In the second row, you have Trevor Robertson and Tyler Cross. In the third row, you have Jack Dixon and Jason Babb. In the fourth row, you have Josh Oxendine and Zach Wheeler. In the fifth row, you have Christian Hill and Stephen Payne. Sixth row, you got Tyler Green and Scott Stotler. And in 13th, bringing up the back of the field, is the one machine of Blake Sperling. That is tonight's starting lineup presented by BABB'S Body Shop. As the cars are gridding right now, see some of these beautiful paint schemes that these guys are running in honor of Veterans Day. There's the one machine of Blake Sperling. Beautiful looking machine right there. There's that 29 machine of Roger Pierce. There's your outside front row sitter, Justin Hutchinson, in that 28 machine. There's your third place starter in the 6 of Trevor Robertson. Fourth place starting is the 94 machine of Jason Babb. In fifth, you got the 48 of Jack Dixon. In sixth, you got Josh Oxendine in that 63 machine. Seventh, the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Eighth, you got Christian Hill in the 85 machine. Ninth is the 41 of Stephen Payne. 10th, the 23 of Tyler Green. 11th, the 8 of Blake Sperling. Scott Stotler. And in 12th, you got Blake Sperling in that one machine. Tyler Cross has not gridded yet, so he will be starting from the pits. Flagman giving the hold signal. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Las Vegas here, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Already going 3 wide. Roger Pierce able to get a good start. Trevor Robertson, another great start right there. Top 3 have gone single file. Lap 1 is led by Roger Pierce in that 29 machine with Trevor Robertson hot on his heels. We've got some great battling going on back here. 2 abreast, guys trying to shuffle, make a move. Whole gaggle of cars right here. Josh Oxendine, gets up behind the bumper of the 48 of Jack Dixon there, gets him a little loose in 1 and 2. Oxendine able to take that low line away from Dixon and hold it. Oh, we got a little incident going on here. Christian Hill and Jason Babb. Oh, here comes Blake Sperling. A little bit of a pucker situation between Christian Hill and Jason Babb there. Looks like the majority of the field's got it lined out. Zach Wheeler going to the inside of Oxendine, trying to take that third spot away. I believe he's going to clear him here in turn 2. As Oxendine looked a little loose on corner entry. Oxendine, though, going to have the momentum from the high side and have a run. He's going to take the inside lane here. Going to take that position back with a crossover. Don't look now. Here's Tyler Green with a load of momentum. Going to take it to the inside of Zach Wheeler. Going to lose his momentum, having to check up for Wheeler coming down there a little bit. As the field has tightened back up on the 2 leaders here. Trevor Robertson going to the inside of Roger Pierce here. Robertson going to lead that lap. Roger Pierce sliding back a little bit. Got a good run on the high side to come back. He's going to clear Oxendine on that high side there. Your new leader is Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine. Oxendine gets on that apron a little bit. That's going to break his momentum and allow the 20 of Wheeler and the 23 of Green to get to his inside. Try to make a move as Robertson gets passed for the lead by Roger Pierce again. Pierce is back to the point. That's one thing we're going to be seeing all night, folks, is passes for the lead constantly and huge runs and a little bit of bumping and banging from these runs. Sometimes you'll have a 5-6 mile an hour head of steam on the guy in front of you, and about the time you get to him, he wants to take that line from you, and you just have nowhere to go with it other than into his back bumper. As we see Tyler Green here on the inside of Oxendine, trying to get to the inside of Wheeler. Justin Hutchinson now trying to go to the inside of Oxendine. Not going to have the momentum. Oxendine pushes up on corner exit. That's going to allow Hutchinson to get to his inside fender. Not enough side draft. Hutchinson kind of backed out of it, looked like. Gave him a little room to regroup. Very respectful racing going on there. We go back up to the front here. Wheeler looked like he was trying to peek to the inside of Trevor Robertson as Tyler Green is going to try to get to Wheeler's quarter panel. Roger Pierce taking that extreme high line, but gives him the momentum down the straightaways. Beautiful shot right here in turns 1 and 2. Trevor Robertson with a huge blink right there. We complete lap 13, working on lap 14 here. Now that the field is kind of settled down there a little bit, let's run you through the field of the running order as we have it. Roger Pierce in that 29 machine, looking fast tonight. He is your current leader, and he's led the most laps so far. Look for him to be strong here at the finish of the race. In second, we have Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine. That's another man you're going to have to look out for tonight. Very fast just about everywhere we go. As he's going to the inside looking for the lead right now, as Roger Pierce gets in the wall. Tyler Green going to follow Robertson, going around Pierce. In second, Trevor Robertson must be having a blink right now. In second place, we got Tyler Green in that 23. He's a man that is not scared to make aggressive moves to get up to the front. Zach Wheeler sitting in the 3rd spot in that 20 machine. He's another man that makes real aggressive moves, not afraid to make anybody, to hurt anybody's feelings, to get up to the front. He's there to race his race and no one else's. Look for him to be up front all night tonight. There's Roger Pierce falling all the way back to the 4th spot. In 5th, we got Josh Oxendine in that 63. We like to call him Mr. Consistency in this league. He's always there in the top 5 consistently every week. He's a man that's hard to beat in points because he goes out there and gets every point that's available every week. In 6th, we got the 48 of Jack Dixon, one of 2 Canadians in this league. In 7th, we got one of the league owners, Justin Hutchinson, in that 28, looking for his first win of the season. In 8th, we got Christian Hill in that 85, one of our winners this season so far, looking to get his 2nd of the season. The 1-car Blake Sperling sitting in the 9th position in that Veterans Day paint scheme. In 10th, we got Scott Stotler in that 8-car, running an old Dell Jr. paint scheme. In 11th, we got Jason Babb in that 94. He's the gentleman that owns BABB'S Body Shop that sponsors this league. In 12th, we got Stephen Payne in the 41 car. Oh, as we got Christian Hill going way down to the apron. Looks like he might have tagged the wall. He did. The whole right side of that car is flattened. That is definitely going to scrub some speed on that 85 car. Go back up here to your leaders. Of Tyler Green trying to hold on to 2nd place there, looking to get a good run on the leader of Trevor Robertson. Green flag stops should be coming up soon. These guys only have 60% fuel on the start of the race and 2 extra sets of tires. I'm looking for them to break it up to maybe a halfway point between lap 25 and 30 and try to make it the rest of the way. If not, they'll have a set of tires and get a little splash of fuel there at the end with probably about 10 to 15 to go. Tyler Cross is sitting 13th in that 88 car that is yet to make a single lap. What do you say we crank it up for a few laps, and if anything breaks out or green flag stops, if green flag stops start taking place, we'll break back in. As we come around to complete lap 30, approaching that halfway mark in about 4 more laps. See Wheeler all over the back bumper of the 48 of Jack Dixon, as the 1 car of Blake Sperling has come into play here in that group, along with the 8 of Scott Stotler. Justin Hutchinson able to break away from that pack a little bit. Jack Dixon in tow. As I said before, we are approaching green flag stops as Jack Dixon pulls way down. Maybe that's to signify that he's coming to pit road, possibly. Not this time by. Oh, Dixon loose in the tri-oval there. That car looks very ill handling right now. Starting to lose a lot of spots. Blake Sperling in that one machine, trying to close in on the 28 of Justin Hutchinson for that 5th spot. Trevor Robertson has stretched it out to a 3.5 lead over the 2nd place car of Tyler Green. As we are coming around to complete the halfway mark. Cross flags in the air, halfway to go in this race. Oxendine comes down pit road. Justin Hutchinson, Jason Babb to follow. How many more are going to be coming down pit road this lap? As we're following along with your leader, Trevor Robertson, in that 6th car. We see these 3 guys here on pit road. Scott Stotler, Wheeler, Dixon, and Sperling come down pit road. Oxendine, Jack dropped, coming off pit road here, grabbing gears. Green flag stops underway. Trevor Robertson, Tyler Green, and Roger Pierce are still out. Makes you wonder, how long are they trying to stay out for? Because all they're doing now is losing precious time to the guys behind them. As Wheeler, Sperling, and Payne, Dixon, and Christian Hill all exit pit road. Coming around to complete lap 39, starting lap 40. We are waiting on the leaders to come down pit road. Looks like Roger Pierce is on his way in. He's coming down to get 4 tires and fill it up full of race fuel here. The average time has been between 58 to 60 seconds on pit road. If he uses a fast repair from brushing the wall. Looks like he is not going to use a fast repair. Trevor Robertson and Tyler Green come down pit road now. Looks like Roger Pierce is going to stay in his box a little longer and work on his car a little bit. Trevor Robertson rolling out of his pit box. Tyler Green really close. Here comes Oxendine to assume the lead. Your new leader is the 63 of Josh Oxendine. What a way to play pit strategy right there and come out on top by a long shot. Oxendine going to have almost a 3.5 second lead by the time this is done and cycled through. What I'm telling you, folks, short pitting sometimes pays off in the long run of things like this right here. We're coming around and completing lap 42, starting lap 43. "28 laps remaining in this race." And Tyler Green is not close enough to the bumper of Trevor Robertson to allow them to draft to catch Oxendine. But Oxendine is out there on a few lap older tires than Robertson. We have a battle for the 6th spot. Sperling trying to take the 6th position away from Zach Wheeler. As it stands right now, we have 11 cars on the lead lap. One car is one lap down, and that's the 8 of Scott Stotler. Sperling trying everything he can. He's going to hold that high line. Looks like he got a little loose on entry there. He's going to have huge momentum down this backstretch. Closes it up to about 2 car lengths. Oxendine down to a 2.2 second lead over Robertson. Green is now to the back bumper almost of Robertson there, so they should be catching Oxendine pretty quickly now. Let's take a look and see what the stint lengths were. Right now, Oxendine has about 5 lap older tires than Robertson and Green. Then you have Hutchinson and Babb with 11 laps on their tires. Wheeler and Sperling and Dixon have 10. Robertson and Green might have played this out right to have less laps on their tires at the end of this race. They are definitely catching Oxendine in a hurry. Look at the lap times between Oxendine and Robertson. Robertson has been a steady 0.3 faster a lap the past 5 laps. Let's see what he does this lap. Oxendine crosses the line. Robertson crosses the line. Half a second faster that time by, and that's with Green on Tyler's back bumper pushing him. They are going to be there by the end of this lap, I imagine. Robertson is now in the draft wake of the 63 of Oxendine. Make that 5 car lengths. 2 car lengths. He's there. What will Oxendine do? He's going to try to take the low line. Going to check Robertson up a little bit. Break that momentum. Robertson to the inside. Gonna clear him out of 4 here. Your new leader's the 6 of Robertson. Tyler Green gonna follow Robertson. Take that 2nd spot away from Oxendine. Oh, Tyler Green slaps the wall. Makes you wonder if he hit it hard enough to hurt that car. Tyler Green getting a huge run right here. Let's go on board with Tyler Green. Green holding a good smooth line through the tri-oval, not upsetting that car by getting down on the apron. See, those hands are pretty steady inside that cockpit. He's running his own race right now, just kind of staying in the draft wake of Robertson. We have 17 laps remaining in this race. Hutchinson on the high side, Babb taking that position away from him for the 4th spot. Hutchinson not giving up though, he's going to fight back on the high side. Babb staying way down low, keeping Hutchinson from coming down and side drafting it. That brings Wheeler into this battle. Hutchinson with a little bit of side draft on the 94 car. Wheeler's going to push Babb on ahead. They're both going to clear the 28 of Hutchinson. Going to push him back to 6th. Robertson coming up on the lap car of Christian Hill. Going to come down and side drafting, break that as Robertson has a huge blink, possibly hit the wall a little bit, and is going to lose the lead to the 23 of Tyler Green. Got to make you wonder. That hurt that 6 car of Trevor Robertson. Trying to get a good look at the right side of that car. I see the right front fender is crinkled, but he did get into the wall. Oh yeah, the whole right side of that 6 machine is flat. Christian Hill comes down pit road. Let's take a look back at Robertson off the back bumper of Tyler Green here. Coming up on 11 laps to go. Oh, Tyler Green has a huge blink right there. Tyler Green finally comes back into view after a monstrous blink. Looks like he got a piece of the wall with that right rear earlier pretty hard, enough to crinkle up that fender. But it does not look to be like it's hurting that car. Let's give you a rundown of the field as they are. as we're on 10 laps to go in this race. Your leader right now, Tyler Green. In second, you got Trevor Robertson. Third. Oh, as the caution comes out, Tyler Green saying he crashed. Makes you wonder what that caution come out for. Going through the field here to see what cars, if any, are tore up. We have the 29 and 41 coming down pit road. Blake Sperling, quite a bit of damage on both sides of that car. And the back bumper. Oh, Wheeler looks like he is hurt bad. Let's see if we can figure out what brought out this yellow flag. Oh, it was Wheeler. Let's go back a little bit. Like Wheeler hit the wall. Fighting the car down the whole front stretch. He spun up. Oh my gosh. The one of Blake Sperling had nowhere to go and just ran into the back of the 20 car. Go back live. There you see Zach Wheeler. He's used one of his fast repairs. This is going to set up to be a great finish here. Right now, we have 11 cars on the lead lap. We got Scott Stotler in that 8 machine coming down pit road. Wheeler's trying to beat the pace car off pit road. Can he do it? Looks like he will. So right now, as it stands, you got Trevor Robertson as your leader. Tyler Green in second. Oxendine in third. Hutchinson sitting in the fourth spot. Babb in the fifth. Sixth is Jack Dixon. Seventh is Pierce. Eighth is Payne. Ninth is Sperling. Stotler in 10th. Wheeler in 11th. And 12th is Christian Hill, 1 lap down. And so far tonight, that is your only candidate for BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race. That should not be very hard to whittle it down to the wreck of the race, since there's only been one so far tonight, but we're not done. We're going to rack them up here shortly and go back green, and these guys are going to be battling hard to try to win this race. Lights are out on the pace car. They're going to rack them up. We're going to go green next time by. We're going to go green with 4 laps to go in this race. It's about to get real exciting, folks. As the field comes into turn 3, we're just waiting on that pace car to make that hard left turn to come down pit road, which will leave the restart on the leader of Trevor Robertson. As long as the pace car has left the racing surface, they can go green. We say we go to the flag stand. You can see the cars coming out of 4. Pace car makes the left-hand turn. Waiting on Trevor Robertson. And we are green. 4 laps to go in this race. Green and Hutchinson on the high side. Robertson and Oxendine on the low side. Robertson going to clear a green. So is Oxendine. Will they squeeze up? Oxendine thought about it. They will. Oxendine going to squeeze it up there in front of Tyler Green. That's going to break Green's momentum. 63 thought about pulling down in front of the 94. Thought better of it. That still broke the 94's momentum. Oxendine trying to chase down your leader, Trevor Robertson. Don't look now. Here comes Jason Babb to the inside of Oxendine with Roger Pierce in tow. These guys racing side by side is not doing anything good for them as Pierce takes it down to the apron 3 wide to take the second spot. Babb gets a little tight, gets up in the Oxendine, but gathers it back up as they're 3 wide still. Roger Pierce does not have the momentum down the backstretch. Babb slides up high. Oh, as we have an accident. As the yellow flag comes out as they took 2 to go, we're going to go to a green-white checkered. Let's go back and look at what happened there. As we see coming down the back stretch, they're 3 wide. They're going to send it off into the corner. Like Hutchinson and Babb made a little contact door to door. Babb was able to gather it up on the high side. Looks like Dixon got loose. Might have touched the apron. Oh, and Hutchinson just had nowhere to go other than into the back of Dixon, which sent him up into Zach Wheeler, who tried to gather it up through the grass. Could not. He ended up looping it around. Doesn't look like he made any other contact other than the contact with Dixon. Oh my gosh, this is shaping up to be a fantastic finish as we're going to rack them up for a green-white checkered. As you see the damage right there to the back of the 48 where Hutchinson ran into him. As Babb, Wheeler, and Dixon come down pit road. They're in the back anyway. Might as well get 4 tires and fix a little damage. Christian Hill coming around the high side to get a lap back. That's going to put him back on the lead lap. That'll put us back up to 11 cars fighting for this race win on the lead lap. Now the front row, the leader does have lane choice on restarts. He can pick whether he wants the high side or the low side, and I believe Robertson's going to pick the low side here. That seems to be the lane that's been prevailing on restarts. as of right now, the BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race is sitting in the hands of Jack Dixon for causing that late race caution that is leading to this green-white checkered. That may or may not change as they take this green flag on this restart. As the lights go out on the pace car, they're going green next time by. They're going to rack them up and try again. One person I'm really looking for right now is that 29 sitting in that second row of Roger Pierce. Been fast most of the night, and you know he's hungry to get to victory lane this season. Oxendine, though, Mr. Consistency, trying to get his first win of the season. He's a man that's hard to beat on super speedways, and this track is racing like a super speedway right now with this package. So look for him to be fast on this restart. As long as they can get clear and not run side by side, and if he gets a good restart, that's one thing to be looking for. Waiting for the pace car to make the hard left turn. There goes the pace car. Green flag is out. Green, white, checkered. Oxendine with a great restart. Tyler Green on his back bumper pushing him. Going to get off the door of Robertson a little bit. That allows Roger Pierce with a huge run. Going to take the inside of Robertson. Green going to go down behind Roger Pierce as they go off into turn 3 here, coming to the white flag. Green going to door the 63 of Oxendine. Oh, Green gets loose. Oh, Oxendine a little loose. White flag is out. Next flag ends it. Oh, as we have a big incident happening back here. Huge accident. We'll have to go back and look at that one, as we have a battle for the win right now coming into turn 3. Pierce to the inside of Robertson. Who's going to get it? Drag race. Who's it at the line? Oh my gosh, by 1/1000th of a second, Roger Pierce is going to take the checkered flag tonight. Awesome finish here at the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Oh my gosh, that is the closest finish we have had here in the Finish Line Racing League. I cannot believe it came down to inches right there. To the naked eye, you could not tell who won that race. Oh my gosh, Roger Pierce has to be ecstatic about that. Hell of a drag race to the finish right there. Roger Pierce going to burn it down in awesome fashion here. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. The 29 of Roger Pierce is your winner tonight. His first win of the season. Looked good all night. Led several laps and come down to an inch at the line. Cannot believe it. Let's go back and see what happened in that wreck coming to the white flag. See here. I believe this all started with Oxendine. Let's try to go. Let's go back here and follow Oxendine. There they are coming down the backstretch, coming in turn 3 to the white flag. Now let's slow this down a little bit if we can. Okay, so there's the contact with Tyler Green. That's going to send Tyler Green down. Which that breaks Oxendine's momentum, and allows the 8 and 1 of Stotler and Sperling to catch him. As they start to try to fan out to avoid him. Like a little bit of netcode contact there between the 8 and 63, which upsets the 8, and then the 20 goes high of him, and that's just where things start to stack up. Oh, and Christian Hill with a hard hit to the driver door of the 8. Ooh, even harder hit for the 48 and 94. My gosh, that was a huge wreck. Folks, I got to tell you, that's got to be the winner of BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race, and that is the person who caused it right there, the 23 of Tyler Green. So we're going to give Tyler Green the BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race tonight, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Now, what do you say we go back live to Roger Pierce here, who is your race winner, sitting there at the start-finish line. Let's bring your top 3 in to talk to them. First, let's go over your finishing order. Getting a little ahead of myself. So excited about that finish. This is your finishing order tonight in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop here at Las Vegas. Your winner is Roger Pierce by 1/1000th of a second. Oh, here it's showing it was a dead even tie on the official standings, but I believe it was 1/1000th of a second was the finish. Still, it was so close the naked eye could not tell you how close it was. Second place was Trevor Robertson. Blake Sperling comes up third. That's your podium. Fourth, Josh Oxendine. Fifth was Justin Hutchinson. Christian Hill comes home sixth. Seventh was Jack Dixon. Eighth, Tyler Green. Ninth, Zach Wheeler. 10th, Scott Stotler. 11th, Jason Babb. 12th, Stephen Payne. And rounding them out, 74 laps down, did not run a single lap, was Tyler Cross in that 88 machine. And that was your finishing order, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. What do you say? Bring in third place finisher who gained 10 spots over the course of that race and brought it home third. Get Blake Sperling in. Hey there, Blake Sperling. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, congratulations on bringing it home third after a long night. Walk us through how your race went.
It went. Got into it with a 20. I don't really know. He kind of washed up, spinning out, and I just hit him. I was hoping it was going to be green flag to the end, but I don't know if his fault, my fault, whatever. My bad if it's mine. But other than that, I just wanted to run the top and just run my race. And, I was hoping I could run him down towards the end, but then that happened. And then it kind of, at that point, his elbow's up. So.
Absolutely. Well, how do you feel about going to Watkins Glen next week?
I feel pretty good. I like road courses, so we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully stay in the points lead. I don't know what tonight's going to do with Trevor finishing second, but we'll see.
Right. Well, do you have any shout outs, sponsor plugs you want to give?
I don't have any sponsors right now, but shout out to my buddy Scott. We run pretty much all the time, and then shout out to you again for putting the race on, man. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated. And just one quick question before I let you go here. Is there any particular track you're looking forward to on the schedule here at any point in the season?
I have to look and see what we got going on, but I know for sure Watkins Glen's going to be pretty fun. I enjoy that track a lot. But really looking forward to going to Richmond. That's probably my favorite track on here, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you stopping by, and once again, congratulations on the third place finish.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was Blake Sperling in that one machine, bringing it home third after gaining 10 spots over the course of the race. But let's bring in your second place finisher tonight, Trevor Robertson, with a very close race, the closest finish of the season, much less the league. Hey there, Trevor Robertson, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, walk us through your race and how it went for you.
Well, it was calm for a while. Honestly, if that last caution hadn't come out, Tyler Green would have won because I smacked the wall. I guess coming out of, or was it in two? I don't remember where it was at, but I don't know. The car was great. I could hold it wherever I wanted it. Was taking it easy on the tires. Just had really good long run speed.
Right. Well, let's talk about that finish right there, the closest in Finish Line Racing League's history. Yeah, I don't even believe it was 1/1000th. It had to have been less than 1/1000th of a finish, because in the official standings it was showing a dead tie, but on the leaderboard it was actually showed 1/1000th. How do you feel about that? And walk us through how that finish was for you, that drag race coming down the front stretch.
Yeah, I basically was trying to side draft best I could. I should have running a little bit tighter in 3 and 4 on that last lap, and I possibly could have got it, but man, it was really close. He dove down to the inside on the restart there, and I just let him have it. I was too late to block it, and man, the exit on the high line was a little bit better, but you just, I mean, I got the still image pulled up here. I mean, he literally like less than half an inch.
Yeah, I mean,
difference in the front of our splitters.
Yeah, to the naked eye, we could not see who won that race. I had to wait for the ticker to update to tell me who won. I mean, that was the most excited I have been about a finish of a race in a long time. And that one's definitely going to go down in the history books of the Finish Line Racing League.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, how do you feel about going to Watkins Glen next week?
I'm going to have to run some practice. I don't think I've ever run the Cup cars there. I've run everything else there, but I like road courses. I think it'll be hopefully won't be too many complications, but that should go smoothly.
Understandable. Understandable. Well, do you have any sponsor plugs or shout outs you want to give?
Just shout out to Ox on that last restart for sure. He gave me a little bit of a shove to I mean, it almost got me the win there, but and good shout out to you in the broadcast booth, and I guess Justin for putting on the league.
Much
Other than
appreciated.
that,
Much appreciated. Well, is there any particular race you're looking forward to this season?
do we run the Roval? I didn't even check.
I believe y'all do. I think it is in the playoffs. Yes, it is in the playoffs. February
Yeah,
22nd.
Okay, yeah. Roval's always fun. I expect it to be a good race for me for sure.
All right. Well, Trevor, much appreciated for you stopping by and talking to us tonight. I'm going to turn you back loose. And once again, congratulations on the second place finish and a historical finish for the Finish Line Racing League.
All right, thank you.
And that was Trevor Robertson, your runner-up finisher by half an inch tonight. I think enough time has gone by. What do you say we bring in your race winner of this historic race, Mr. Roger Pierce? How are you doing tonight, my man?
Man, I'm to the moon.
Man, that was a whale of a finish there by half an inch. I mean,
Yeah,
I had to wait for the ticker to update to tell me who actually won because we could not tell at the start finish line.
yeah, I didn't know either because we were side by side, and it said 0 on the ticker, and then it gave it to me, and then it said 0.1, and we had to go back and look at the video. Him and I were still imaging it, and it's crazy. That restart, I'm listening to your broadcast while I'm racing. Probably shouldn't do that, but I heard you say, watch out for that 29 on the restart, because I went from seventh to third in a couple laps, and I lined up in a really good spot on the bottom where I wanted to be. So I was pretty stoked about that.
Well, good deal, man, and congratulations on the win. And this one's definitely going in the history books of the Finish Line Racing League, because that was the closest finish in the league's history. I believe it's been 7 years that this league has been running.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it was he got a line, you got to run off the top in 1 and 2, and I knew it was coming in 3 and 4 as well. I'm like, I'm just stick the bottom, do what I need to do. So I'll side draft him on the back stretch. He's gonna get me in the corner, coming off the corner, and it's just gonna be a drag race, and I knew that. So,
Well, how do you feel about going to Watkins Glen next week?
Oh, I love road courses. Road courses don't really love me, but I love them. I've been practicing a little bit, learning. I'm excited, actually. We'll see how it's gonna work. I'm a short track guy. I like lifting. I like brakes. I'm not really a fan of throttle down the whole time.
Well, after tonight, I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Mile and a Half, because that was a heck of a finish you put on there by being able to get a good restart and make some passes at the right spots.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love this track. Justin put out the schedule. We were discussing it. This is my favorite track. So I told myself I was going to win it all week. That was my mentality, and I'm really glad it actually came to fruition. So,
well, if it wasn't your favorite track before, I'm for sure it is now.
Yeah. No.
Speaking of tracks, is there any track you're looking forward to on the schedule this year?
Man, South Boston, short track. Richmond, short track. Nashville, that one's fun. A lot of people don't understand that that's kind of a short track. You have to use a lot of brake there. So, yeah, anything short track, I'm ready for.
Right on. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out of the way?
Veterans Day is this Thursday. Shout out to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you to BABB'S Body Shop putting on sponsoring the league, and thank you for the broadcast, man. You do a great job.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Well, once again, congratulations on the win. I'm sure you're going to be riding this all the way to next week when we go to the Glen. Our third different winner of the season. Looking forward to maybe getting to talk to you more often here after the races.
Man, I'm counting on it. I'm finally coming into my own a little bit in the league, new to it. So raced the super speedway deal, got my first win with this league in 87s, and it's just great group of guys, great group of racers, having a lot of fun. So
absolutely, man. Well, you have a good night, and we'll talk to you next week, hopefully.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. And that was your race winner, Roger Pierce. What do you say? See here. Looks like our BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner is not in the Discord currently. I was going to pull him in for an interview. Well, what do you say we go back And look at that finish more closely. There at the end of that race. As we see him coming into turn 3 right there. Slow it down a little bit more. See him coming out of turn 4. Trevor Robertson side drafting heavily right there. Coming to the line, Trevor Robertson kind of goes up a little bit. That is your finish right there. That close. About half an inch was the finish of that race, and that was exciting. So exciting to see. And this will definitely go down in the history books of the Finish Line Racing League. Of the many years they have run this league, they have never had a finish this close. It is, gosh, that's an amazing finish. I cannot get over that. Well, let's go through your finishing order one more time. Presented by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com. Your race winner, Roger Pierce, Trevor Robertson, coming in second. Closest second place finish we've ever seen. Third, Blake Sperling. Fourth, Josh Oxendine. Fifth, Justin Hutchinson. Sixth, Christian Hill. Seventh was Jack Dixon. Eighth, Tyler Green. Ninth, Zach Wheeler. 10th, Scott Stotler. 11th, Jason Babb. 12th, Stephen Payne. 13th was Tyler Cross. And that was your official finishing order presented by BABB'S Body Shop here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Finish Line Racing League. Well, folks, I appreciate y'all stopping by tonight, seeing some great racing and especially a great finish. For Finish Line Racing League, this is Full Send Broadcast Network signing off. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.